Terrifier 3 just had its first screening in the UK, and once again, people are reportedly getting sick at the sight of it. According to Lad Bible, there have been at least 9 people so far who couldn't make it past the first scene. One of those people even got physically ill, just like many others did back in 2022 when Terrifier 2 took the box office by storm.
Stay back. Stop, please, stop. Stay away from me.
At this point, it's looking like a bunch of people losing their lunches in theaters is going to become an official tradition for the franchise. Lauren Lavera, the actress who plays Sienna, went so far as to repost Lad Bible's story on X and include a little disclaimer, writing, "Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, don't eat SpaghettiOs before you watch." In response to Lavera, another user wrote, "I went to see Terrifier 2 with someone who had to sit in the car and decompress after the mashed potato scene. Has never finished it to this day. Based on these review snippets, the third movie would actually kill them. I'm so excited to see it."
We both know this isn't over.
We can't say we're surprised in the least. As if the prior 2 installments don't already speak for themselves, director Damien Leone warned us all about how far he was planning on leaning into the ultra-violence that has come to define his work. In an interview with Lad Bible back in November 2023, he confessed that his concepts for Terrifier 3 were so disturbing that Hollywood wanted nothing to do with it. He said, "I got to meet with studios like legit Hollywood studios who wanted to make Terrifier 3. I knew they weren't going to let me make this movie based on the first pages. Like, that's how insane Terrifier 3 is." He went on to explain, "Mark my words, I guarantee you the first 5 minutes of this movie is going to be very controversial, but that's not even the big kill scene, so that's why I was like, I need to just make this movie on my own because it's too insane." Considering how Terrifier 2 made over $15 million against a measly $250,000 budget, it's really saying something that Hollywood didn't want any of that easy money this time around.
That is so messed up.
Besides Leone's warnings last year, reactions at Fantastic Fest in Austin, Texas last month were also pretty indicative of what was to come once Terrifier 3 hit theaters. Fangoria editor-in-chief Phil Noble Jr. wrote on X, "Terrifier 3 might just be the goriest movie to ever grace a multiplex screen." Another critic wholeheartedly agreed, while also alluding to a scene that we get a sneak peek of in the trailer, which is an obvious homage to 1960s Psycho. They wrote, "Terrifier 3 blew the damn roof off, gonzo slasher horror cranked up to 11, bursting with some of the most fantastically diabolical kills ever put to screen. Holy shit. Shower scene will go down in history. We have a new contender for Best Horror Movie of the Year." Preston Barta, a writer for the Denton Record Chronicle and Fresh Fiction, went so far as to say in part, "Terrifier 3, well, holy f***. Damien Leone just painted his Sistine Chapel on the screen with blood and guts." Terrifier 3 is set to hit theaters in the US on October 11th. Considering what we've heard so far, it's fair to say that you've been thoroughly warned. If you're the type of person who gets queasy at the sight of over-the-top gore, you might want to just wait for the film to land on a streaming platform. At least that way you'll have control over the pause button, and you won't have to run as far to make it to a bathroom.